I'm just being careful to make sure I don't go into any, restricted areas. What about the lobby?
All this is restricted. We have confidential stuff here. This is not over to the public.
Is this owned by Orange County?
You can find everything online.
Are you guys owned by Orange County? No one's answering my question.
Oh, if you can come this way and
If you could answer my question, I'd appreciate it. Is this owned by Orange County?
Would you like to come this way?
This is a public building, man.
Not open to the public.
Well, the corridors.
So you know your rights and all that. You should know this is not
it's
a
constitutionally protected activity.
Well, this
where's the
This
ad?
building is a children's
Man,
area.
you're not being. I'm trying to ask you a question. Where's the admin?
All of this belongs to the children.
Where's admin support?
All of this building
Okay.
is admin support.
You guys are very friendly here.
I know. I
Yeah.
know.
Welcome back, Liberty Trollers. We are outside the main entrance of the Youth and Family Services Administration Building here in Orlando, Florida. Here to make sure that our public servants treat we the people with respect and above all honor our rights. So without further ado, while we still have the element of surprise, let's have a look-see. If you would, kindly check out the description of this video for a variety of ways to financially support this channel. There's GoFundMe, Venmo, Cash App, and other ways. Also, don't forget to follow us on TikTok. We're trying to reach 10,000 followers. We're currently halfway there. And enjoy the video. All right, we do have our friendly reminders. They are watching us. Got it. Oh, they got the very similar tree. Hey, how's it going? Good, good.
How can I help you?
Just taking a look around. I don't think I'd. Oh, you got some business cards here. Very nice. How's your day going?
It's kind of good.
Do
Are
you-
you looking for anyone in particular?
Not really. If I was to ask for a public records request, who would I talk to? Who would be the most pertinent to talk to you about that here in this building?
Record request. Let me actually see who we have in charge for that.
Sure. And I don't need one right this second. I'm just curious. Candace Williams, City Community Service Worker. Did you take part in some of these decorations?
No, I did not.
Well, if you were, I would tell you you did a great job.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Is this like one of those devices that check your temperature?
Yes, it was around during COVID. It was on here at that time, so it's actually.
Gotcha. Oh, there's a building directory over here. See, that's a directory, buddy. That's a directory. It tells you what offices or offices are in the building. Admin supports to your left. Okay, I'll be right back. Just let me know who the name is of the person who I would talk to, and
Okay,
I'll be back.
it's actually a department. It doesn't look like there's any specific person for that's assigned to that.
Okay.
But I can give you the name and their phone number.
Okay, yeah, I'll be back for that here in a little bit.
Okay.
I want to see the admin support here real fast. Thank you. All right, that's a break room. Very cool. Yeah, I like that. I like the silver. That's pretty cool. It's reflecting rainbow. You got a purple tree or a blue tree over there, or it's purple. Sorry. Very cool. Looks like these are just public office, or I mean, private offices here. And you got a gold door too. Nice. Printer. Guess we could exit out that way if you want.
Excuse me, sir.
And that's
How
yeah.
you doing?
Good. How you doing?
All right. You know it's not public. It's not open to the public.
Oh, it's not.
No, this is a residential foster home. No,
Oh,
I'm
okay.
recording here.
Okay, yeah. I'm just being careful to make sure I don't go into any, restricted areas. What about the
All
lobby?
this is restricted. We have confidential stuff here. This
Okay.
is not open to the public.
What kind of services do you have here,
This
though?
is a residential foster home.
Okay. So if somebody wanted to come here and see what kind of rooms you guys have, or maybe
we don't do that.
Could I do a public records request with someone here while I'm here?
Not here.
Not
You have
here.
to go to,
You're gonna need this is a restricted area.
Oh, I
It's a
didn't.
residential state group foster home.
I was very careful to make sure there wasn't any restricted area signs or anything. So.
It's not open to the public. Yeah, you can stop at the front area. That's it. But this is not open to the public. It's for a group home.
Okay.
All these children are removed from DCF by the state of Florida under
Oh, okay.
DCF care.
Are you guys funded by Orange County or owned by Orange County?
This is a restricted area.
Have
a nice day.
So are you guys funded?
That's
You can
the
go
area-
online
that's the
and
area
find
you
out.
can
Yeah,
look for.
I'm heading that way. But is this owned by Orange County?
you could find everything online.
That's not very friendly. They want to move everything online. Hey, ma'am, how are you? Are you the one I spoke to earlier? No? Oh, you're not. I thought you were. Sorry. You guys are you guys owned by Orange County?
If you can come on this way.
Can you answer my question? Are you guys owned by Orange County? No one's answering my question.
Oh, if you can come this way and
If you could answer my question, I'd appreciate it. Is this owned by Orange County?
Would you like to come this way?
This is a public building, ma'am. Is this not a public building? You guys have services for the public, right?
Would you like to come this way? Can y'all-
All right, I'm not going to talk to you. You're not being cooperative.
Oh, I'm-
Yeah. I'm not here to play head games. Who are you, ma'am? Who are you? What's your title here, ma'am? See, not very friendly. Ever since COVID. Just so you know, you guys are public in this building, so. After I do it, it'll be fine. Yeah. I don't know.
Can I help you?
Yes, I was asking the lady at the front about a public records request, and also, so you guys do those here. I can put the request in,
Not
like at this building.
Not at this building. You can go to 201 Roslyn and you can submit your public records request.
Well, this is a public-
This
yeah.
is the home of the children. It's kind of like having
Yeah,
someone
yeah,
come
but
into your home. So let's
sure.
go to
Well,
the
you
front.
guys, I'm not going into. Is it you guys have public services though
Not
for the
in here. Not in here.
Well,
This is where the children's
admin
This is
support?
the-
Where's the
this
ad?
is the children's
Where's the-
area.
where's the
this
ad-
building is a children's
Man,
area.
you're not being.
You could please
I'm trying to
come
ask
out
you a
this
question.
area.
Where's the
All
admin?
of this
Okay,
belongs to the children.
Where's
This is
admin
a-
support?
All of this building
Okay.
is admin support.
You guys are very friendly here.
I know. I
Yeah,
know.
I'm just asking
Can
a
you
question,
come this way, please?
ma'am. I know this is a public
This is
building.
This is a children's.
This is a government building, ma'am.
It is a children's.
This is publicly
area.
accessible.
This is a children's.
Where's the
area.
children?
I'm not going to argue with you.
Okay, then don't. Have a nice day.
No, but you need to be out of here
Up.
because the children.
I don't
this is
need,
your
ma'am.
home.
That's not a way to
This is your
treat a
home.
member of the public.
I am not treating you differently.
Yeah, don't
This
talk
is
to
your
a member of
home.
the public that
And
way. You
so
should answer my questions.
That's fine. You can come in the front.
You can come over. You can go back to work. I can go over here if I like.
You can come beyond
This is all
here
public.
Because you're now on public, not only public property,
this is
but
public.
children's home.
This is public.
This is the children's home.
This is publicly accessible.
This is the children's home. Back here
It's
is
called
not public.
right of access.
Back here is not public.
It's called right of access.
Back here is not public and it's not right of access.
I don't think you. I think you're going to be educated today, but that's fine.
I won't argue with
Okay, then don't. Get back to work. Have a good day. Sir, where's the admin support room office?
She just explained to you what
She didn't
was
explain
there.
anything to me. All she's saying is that it's not
Excuse me, I
public,
just-
but it is.
You just saw the DCF license. You just saw that, right? On
What are you talking about?
when you was down there on the wall. This is a group home. This is not open to the public.
Well, the corridors.
So you know your rights and all that. You should know
Yeah,
this is not
it's
a
constitutionally protected activity.
Well, this is a group home. She just told you for foster kids. It's
But
not open to the
but
public.
you guys have public offices, brother. You
Okay,
guys have.
but
You guys
this
have.
not it.
Where's the admin?
2100 Mabel Butler. That's where you need to go.
Well, there's a sign here that
Excuse me,
says
excuse
admin
me.
support.
Excuse me. Not.
I'll get out of your way so you can close the
Yeah,
door. That's
thank
fine.
you.
You guys
Thank
can create your own privacy. That's
Thank
fine. See, it says administration and support right there.
Yes, ma'am.
But this is not public back here.
It's not public inside the offices, but it's public out in the lobbies and corridors. Ma'am, this is public in here. I'm not going into any offices. So yeah. See, that's private. The offices are private. But this is a waiting area. Lobbies and corridors.
No, it's
are-
not.
Lobbies. This is a lobby, sir.
I told you what it was. You want to be hard headed.
I know what it is, sir.
No, you don't.
I did my research.
If you did, you
All
put
right.
it up already.
If you got, if you,
Where she go?
if you guys would,
The restroom? Oh.
if you guys would just answer some of the questions I have, I would have been out of here by now. But
We can record whatever we can see from the public.
that's right. That's her name. And then you got some public restrooms right there too.
Did they have any issues or anything like that? No. Okay, so I'll just do the conference call and find out if she has anything.
Did you learn this is public yet?
I'm sorry,
Did you learn that this is all public right here?
if you want to see, have a seat.
So you know now we're on the same page, right?
Have a seat.
Yeah, this is all public, right?
Have a seat.
All right, public. Yeah,
Have a seat.
I was right.
But I have to do a conference call now.
All right, do your thing. I think somebody educated her.
She had to call the police and got executed. Somebody in this building really knows.
Got a QR code.
They ever got educated or they're waiting for the police?
What they called? They definitely called someone, but they probably were educated. You know,
They had to have something.
either they were educated or they're waiting on law enforcement. So we'll wait around just to see if law enforcement's on the way.
Did y'all have a good Christmas?
We did. Thanks for asking. We had family in town. They're snowbirds, so they come down here as snowbirds, and we go to their house. And I had my kids and grandparents were over and stuff. So
So where do you live, around here? Or when you say snowbirds, I know they come and
I live around here.
I know, but when I say around here, is it like, wintertime when people come in, they're snowbirds, they're usually in South Florida or something like that?
Yeah, something similar to the villages, but not
Oh,
the
okay,
villages.
the
Yeah,
villages.
so I didn't grow up there. I just when I was in college, I would visit them there and spend the summertime between
Oh, so where did you go to
semesters.
college?
Up in the Panhandle.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
which college?
Well, because I'm recording, I don't want to say
Oh,
it.
I'm sorry.
I have a lot of people that watch my videos, so I
Oh,
gotta
okay.
be careful about what I
Okay,
say.
that's all right. I just wanted to-
Yeah.
Tradition.
Well,
Everybody has traditions.
I appreciate you, but I just want to point out, I appreciate your being cordial with me. So
Because it's holiday season and stuff, but I ask
Yeah.
even my coworkers, what they do for the holidays, because many times we'll have, like traditions, some
Yeah.
people, their big thing is, Christmas Eve, one gift.
yeah. Hi, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
Sorry, you can walk through if you need to.
Oh, I'm just coming to see.
Okay,
Miss
sure.
Diana.
Hey, we got this contract amendment.
I get tired, I just recognized.
Yeah, I know.
That's why when sitting down.
It can be exhausting for sure. Socially and physically. Diana, I'm assuming, and others are back there in the copy center. That's probably where the education took place, or over the phone in one of those other offices.
Should we do it down the hallway?
Say what?
To the lobby over there?
Yeah, we can go ahead and head on over here to this part. Well, they created their own privacy by, shutting all the doors, which is perfectly fine. Before I go, should I be aware of any law enforcement or anybody on the way? I heard somebody back there talking about trespass and police, and I get that
I
a lot.
have not spoken to anybody on trespassing.
Okay.
So I can't give.
The reason I ask is because if somebody did call, I like to hang around and wait for
I
them to
can't
get
give you
here.
that response on that because they didn't come have a conversation, and
Okay.
anything
All
like
right.
that.
Well, I won't drag you into it.
Just,
Yeah. I just curious.
So let's go back to the conversation about your traditions. So do y'all have a tradition for the New Year also?
Are you Diane or Diana?
Diana.
Diana?
Mhm.
Okay. Well, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Sorry we
too.
got off on the wrong foot. It's not my intention. I'll tell you what I'm doing. So
Okay, tell me.
I'm training him a little earlier. We're
Training him to do what?
training him to appreciate our freedoms in this country. So I love this country and I love our freedoms. I'm teaching him, not only good Christian theology, but I think that's a good segue into what we're doing. So we're news gathering for activism, which is to see our public servants, how they treat we the people. Because since COVID, especially, we've seen a mentality that has a disdain for the public.
I don't think so. I think people
And-
are kind of scared because, think about it for a minute. Here we are as a nation, especially the United States, the most powerful nation in the world, and to have a pandemic, something that people haven't seen since what 1918.
Yeah.
It's horrifying because I remember when the first individual was in Washington State, came down with this pandemic, and then the nursing homes, the fear of that, the anxiety that people had because there was no cure.
Sure.
There was no vaccine, there was no cure, there was nothing. And I'm thinking to myself, here we are as a nation, as a world, and we haven't seen this in our lifetime.
Right.
And we are thinking, there has to be a cure, there has to be something because we are so advanced,
Sure.
And so I think what happened is just that sense of anxiety and not knowing what's next. Is it going to hit me? Is it going to hit my family? Is it going to hit my child? It's just anxiety and fear. When people have a fear of something, they tend to want to recoil from it.
Absolutely, and I think I agree. I think it started out that way because there was this narrative with. I think our government was doing a test run on society to see how compliant they are. I mean, that sounds like a conspiracy, I know, but I think that over time people have gotten used to staff, that is, and public employees have gotten used to just sending everyone off online or creating this sort of disdain, whether on purpose or not, for the public. And so I think that COVID has been used as an excuse in a lot of places, not saying this is one of those places, but I get what you're saying, that anxiety and fear from the pandemic and just being unsure about a lot of things. And, the news, is full negativity with people coming in and scouting out places to, for shootings and stuff. I get that. But at the same time, those who would give up freedom for security deserve neither, and I think we have to expect to have some sort of level of insecurity to have that freedom or to maintain that freedom that our troops, bled and died for to have in this country. And that's why I value that.
I agree that we need to be able to reach out. I think we are also responsible for the most vulnerable among us.
Yeah, and I can relate to both. I have two kids of my own, and I worked.
You got a boy and a girl?
Two boys, yeah, and I
2 boys. And this one looks like he's about what, 10, 11,
yeah,
12?
between 10 and 12.
Okay.
He's my tweenie. He's not quite a teen yet, and then I have a toddler. So, yeah, and I worked in an assisted living facility for some time, so I developed some relationships with some of the residents and
of the seniors.
Yeah, so I get that part too. Yeah, I get exactly what you're saying.
So how do you feel about that? That when you, do you feel like when you go into facilities like this, do you feel that they do have the compassion or the care for those who are the most vulnerable among us?
Do I feel that here?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. I would just, for future reference, if you ever get any other auditors coming in here, just make sure, if they ask questions, the best de-escalation skill is to, because your worst fear is something getting escalated and somebody starts, trying
and it's
to go,
unnecessary.
go into areas they shouldn't go into and that sort of thing. So I'm very vigilant. We're very vigilant at signage. We make sure that we don't see any restricted area or employees on. We don't go into any of those areas, but we understand that corridors, entrances, foyers,
Kids are safe.
lobbies. Well, it seems like you're in the right place. You definitely have that. Sounds like you have a heart for the children. That's excellent. I do appreciate what you guys do. So no harm, no foul. But I appreciate you having a conversation with me. If you're interested in watching the video later, I'd say after the holidays are done and stuff. just search the name of this place, and you should be able to find it on YouTube. But I can't make anybody look good or bad. I think you've made yourself look really good here today. I can only memorialize the choices people decide to make. And I know we kind of had with some of the employees a rough start, but I think usually when I explain what I'm doing and I have that opportunity to explain it, they usually support what I do, because it's just, observing our government within the course of their duties is all it is. It's the First Amendment protected activity. That's all.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
With your kids, when you finish, is this his first time coming out with you?
This is the first time coming with me, yeah.
Okay. When you sit down and you debrief, what do you debrief on? What do you talk about?
I just tell them to, pretty much let me do the talking and don't go into any areas that say restricted or employees only. Stay close to me. He watches all my videos, so he learns from that for the most part.
Do you teach him about responsibilities as a citizen? To register to vote and to vote,
oh,
get
yeah.
your voice heard. Would you like to do something like in medicine or something?
Something in like architecture.
Oh, okay. You like building things then?
Yeah, I like building things, like designing like certain stuff.
Big time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a bright kid. He's got a bright future.
You seem that way.
But I'm trying to teach him the important things, and most important is God. Second is family, and then your country. So.
And your fellow man, always be mindful of that.
I know I don't want to take up too much of your time, but I just wanted to see, how public servants treat the people and how they honor our rights. That's pretty much it. You're doing great. If I may give some feedback for the future, I already kind of gave some of it. Like if somebody comes in here, best de-escalation is just like ask them, what they're doing. If they're asking questions, just answer them, and let them go into the publicly accessible areas. Just keep an eye on them, I guess, because you don't know.
I guess I'm just impressed with your young man.
Yeah, he loves talking about things that he's passionate about for sure. So I'll come in handy someday.
But I have to go get this stuff out. But if I don't see you all again, have a wonderful New Year.
You too. You have a blessed New Year, and it was great talking to you. Thank you so much.
Take care of that young man.
Yeah, I will. Thank you. God bless. All right, buddy, you ready? No, I don't think so. All right, ladies, have a good rest of your day.
You too.
Thank you so much. You drink of water. All right, God bless. You too.
Thank you.
All right, Liberty Trollers, we are just now heading out of the building here. Started out a little rocky after we went past the lobby area and down the hall. Don't know all the employees' names that we interacted with, but we do know that Diana is the one that we just had a long conversation with, a pleasant conversation. It started off a little rocky, as I said, you all saw it. But yeah, we had a good conversation, and this was my son's first day out with me doing these audits, keeping an eye on our government, making sure that they respect we the people. We do have a couple of the employees over here. But yeah, we're signing off here for the day. We're gonna go home and what are we gonna do? Relax and get some good food. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you in the next one.